afternoon. This is Susie at Alabaster Flask, and I've just semi-completed a Jane Austen journal for someone who ordered two, and the other will be completed for her granddaughter in February. But this one is for her daughter whose birthday is today, so she's coming by to pick it up. Piece of handmade silk sari ribbon, and this is a piece of antique crocheted lace. I did not find the other lace that I was going to use, so that's good. Anyways, printed on vellum. I used a lot of different digitals for this, and I will never find them all, so you'll see some listed down below, and the others I'm afraid I won't be able to locate them because I went through piles of old digitals. Piece of vintage lace and a piece of antique lace here. This was a collaborative effort because we were away together last weekend and she began to work on it with me, but she's never done a journal before, and so she was rather daunted by the entire process and gave up after a few pages, but she did this, which was marvelous. There's a little fan here with just little pieces of ephemera that I tucked in, some 1700s book page and an avocado dyed book page, and a couple of little tags that we made. Just some vintage lace around a digital. I love this. I've used this before. It's a plated cotton trim French, really cool. This I know came from Raindroplila because she had done these wonderful folders, and I was doing some for another friend and decided I'd stick one in here just because. These are little pieces of, they were tiny little digital images of those wonderful Victoria and Albert flower prints that I love so much, and I just turned them into tabs. Another little same image, actually, same group of images. This was from Paper Cameo, from one of her, not sure which collection it was, might have been Valentine's. And then just a few little pieces. This is, I know this is chapter 1, and I don't know what I printed on the inside of it, but anyways, there it is. Another piece of 1700s book page. A piece of avocado dyed vellum, just with a couple of little pieces inside. Another 1700s book page. I apologize for my lighting. I'm losing my light, which is why I'm doing this so fast. And I have my Aught light beside me and the window in front of me, so there may be some odd shadows here, but at least you'll be able to see. This collection, I can't remember. It will be linked below, but she did a marvelous collection of Jane Austen. It was a journal kit, and I got it years ago thinking that I would do something with it, and lo and behold, this is what I did. Little tuck spot with a tiny tag with a piece of an edge of antique ribbon. It was another set of Jane Austen digitals that had this, and she did this page as well. She liked all of the different images. And then the tuck spot up here we did, and I trimmed it with the edge trimmer and put some antique tape, lace tape on it. They actually use that for making tape lace. Bookmark, little tuck thing, and a piece of embossed cardstock, and I don't remember who gave that to me, but it was a gift from someone. Hand-dyed piece of antique lace. Two more really wonderful images that she chose for these pages. She just has a great eye, and if she had more patience, she'd be a great junk journaler, but I don't think she has a huge amount of interest in it, unfortunately. We put these in here, and she chose all those little things. I did this and just put a little piece of book page in it. And these little stamps were another kit, Jane Austen kit. This came from Raindroplila as well. And this may have as well. I had made these little, what do you call these things? So I can't remember what to call them, but I wasn't hugely pleased with them, but she really liked them, so we put one in there. Another tag with some lace, a few layers of digitals. Little envelope that I just found as I was doing this, and I didn't put anything in it, so I guess I should probably do that before she gets here. And on this one, we have more. This was Raindroplila as well. Not sure where that came from, but I trimmed out pieces of lace and put it on. This was an envelope slash bag that I made from tissue paper. It's like faux glassine, so you spray it with Krylon after you've printed it, and then it makes a lovely little bag, and you can fill it full of all kinds of goodies. Another old book page and an antique French letter. I don't know what the date is on this. 1873, so it's not Regency period, but it looks nice in here, so I wanted her to have that. This, again, part of that kit. I fussy cut that, and then just added that today with a little piece of seam binding. Some antique lace. From another kit, Jane Austen kit. I'll have to find the digital for this as well. I sent them all to a friend yesterday because she loved the papers I was using. In here, which is the middle, it's only a single signature. We did these tuck cards for in there. This is a piece of antique book page that was embossed. And this one as well. Sorry, I apologize for my shirt as well. I'm in my work clothes. No time to change. So that's the middle, which I just like the echo, more or less. More little pieces, book page, embroidery, vintage embroidery book page. And this is a piece of hand-dyed lace that I made. I did some stenciling in here just to give a little bit more punch to the pages. Here is an embroidery page that another friend gave me, and a postcard that she also gave me. And then this was I believe this may be Christy from Everlasting Journals. I just love this digital image of a piece of fabric, antique fabric. I thought it worked really well in here. Some of the pages are double-sided, not double printed, but I actually glued the two pages together to give them some real substance, which this page needed because I added a piece of a vintage handkerchief with a piece of printed paper underneath, and then just embellished the edges and fussy cut her out. It's another little envelope. This may have been Christie's as well. Has a piece of avocado dyed paper inside that I think might have been vintage paper. Cute little images here. Some lace embellishments. These Michelle and I had made years ago, and they're just pages from a dictionary of needlework, and I think it's appropriate for a Jane Austen journal because that's what the ladies did. And this is an image supposedly of one of Jane Austen's heroines. Little tuck spots made from an embossed paper. Just some little things there. This came from Paper Cameo as well. And I just put a little piece of dyed ephemera in there. And then just more, I did a triple layer pocket here with just pieces of ephemera, cards and doohickeys and just things. This, I can't find my other paper clip right now, which I'd better do promptly. Just a little digital postcard image on a piece of cardstock. And this is a French letter. It's not that old, but it just looks really fun. It was a multi-page letter that I bought, and I've torn it up and used it in a number of journals. The other side of that folder, which I'm so glad they came out well, because I printed this on linen paper, and it just, once you glue it to another piece of paper, it feels like, almost like fabric. And again, stenciling. More little pieces of ephemera. Don't know where this came from, but I wanted her to have a little feather as well. And another little card, another book page, and more vintage lace on the back and on the spine. This one hand dyed. This little embellishment here came from Temu. Every once in a while I find very interesting things from there. And it's a little die cut. It was a wreath that I cut up and used on a couple of other projects. So there you have it, the Jane Austen Journal #1. And I really hope she's going to like this. I don't know if she's ever had a junk journal before, but I hope you enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for #2. Have a wonderful Christmas / Hanukkah / Kwanzaa, or whatever you celebrate. I hope it's wonderful. Bye-bye.